What are clinical trials? Clinical trials are research studies that investigate new ways to prevent, diagnose, or treat diseases and other health conditions. They are a fundamental part of the medical research process and are necessary to evaluate the safety and effectiveness of new drugs, medical devices, procedures, or behavioral interventions. Why are clinical trials important? Clinical trials help bridge the gap between laboratory research and clinical practice. Before any new treatment is made widely available, it must undergo rigorous testing to ensure it is safe and effective. Without clinical trials, many advancements in medicine, such as vaccines, cancer treatments, or heart disease therapies, would not exist. The results of clinical trials provide evidence-based data that healthcare providers use to make informed decisions about patient care. Trials also help uncover side effects and risks, which are essential for determining if a treatment should be approved by regulatory agencies like the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, or EMA, European Medicines Agency. Types of clinical trials. There are several types of clinical trials, each designed to answer specific research questions. Treatment trials. These trials evaluate new medications, procedures, or therapies. For example, testing a new drug for cancer or a new surgical technique. Prevention trials. These studies explore ways to prevent a disease from occurring in people who have never had the disease or to prevent it from returning. This might include testing new vaccines or lifestyle changes. Diagnostic trials. These trials assess new methods or tools for diagnosing a particular disease or condition. Screening trials. These studies test the best way to detect certain diseases early, especially in populations at risk. Quality of life trials. These focus on improving comfort and quality of life for patients with chronic illnesses by testing interventions that aim to improve physical, mental, and social well-being. Phases of clinical trials. Clinical trials are typically conducted in four main phases. Phase I. This phase involves a small group of participants, usually 20 to 100, and focuses on evaluating the safety of a new treatment. Researchers determine the appropriate dosage and identify any potential side effects. Phase II. In Phase II, the treatment is given to a larger group of participants, usually several hundred, to assess its effectiveness while continuing to evaluate safety. Phase III. This phase involves large-scale testing, thousands of participants, to confirm the treatment's effectiveness, monitor side effects, and compare it to existing treatments. This is the final step before the treatment can be submitted for regulatory approval. Phase IV. Once a treatment is approved and on the market, Phase IV trials may be conducted to monitor its long-term effectiveness and safety in a larger, more diverse population. How do clinical trials work? Clinical trials follow a predefined protocol, a detailed plan that outlines the study's objectives, design, and methods. The protocol ensures that the trial is conducted consistently and ethically across all participating sites. Participants in clinical trials may receive the new treatment being tested, or they may be placed in a control group that receives a placebo or the standard treatment. In randomized trials, participants are assigned to groups by chance, reducing bias and ensuring the results are scientifically valid. The safety of participants is a top priority in clinical trials. Throughout the trial, researchers closely monitor participants and collect data on their health. Independent ethical committees, called institutional review boards, IRBs, oversee the study to ensure it adheres to strict ethical and regulatory guidelines. Who can participate in clinical trials? Each clinical trial has specific eligibility criteria that determine who can participate. These criteria may include age, gender, type and stage of disease, previous treatments, and overall health. Some trials look for participants with certain medical conditions, while others recruit healthy volunteers. Participants in clinical trials are essential to advancing medical knowledge. By volunteering, they contribute to research that may improve future patient care or lead to breakthroughs in treating or preventing diseases. Conclusion: clinical trials are a vital component of medical research, helping to ensure that new treatments are safe, effective, and improve patient outcomes. They are a cornerstone in the ongoing effort to advance healthcare, and without them, many of the medical innovations we rely on today would not exist. For anyone considering participation, clinical trials offer an opportunity to contribute to scientific progress while potentially accessing cutting-edge treatments.